Hey guys, so today I'm showing you how I painted my right hand. I am right-handed, so it was a little bit difficult, but nevertheless I got it done. And basically I'm just doing the same design on each finger, or trying to get it to look as close as possible as my left hand. So first I'm starting off with my iGel Beauty paint, and I'm using a really long thin brush, and my brush is from Beetles Polish, I believe, and I got it on Amazon, and it came in a set along with all the other brushes that you see. And I chose to use gel paint because it's a lot more pigmented, I would say, than my nail polish. So I'm just getting my brush and lining the middle of my nail, my pinky nail. And the way I would describe the design is, it reminded me of a race car flag, but they're usually or typically white and black. And in the beginning, I just wanted to keep the natural color of the acrylic as the white, or where the white should go. But then in the end, I decided to add a stripe of white. So I'm beginning to draw my first square, and as you can see, I'm just using my polish and creating that square. When it comes to my cuticle, I am trying to be as neat as possible and just keep a nice clean cuticle smile line. So basically what I'm doing next, I am taking my black gel paint and I'm gonna draw a line right across the center of the nail. So from the top of that square, I'm just drawing a line right across, and then I am creating another square and just filling it in with my gel paint. And this design is actually super easy to do. Right there, I'm just filling in any spots so I can go ahead and close that square. And then basically I'm doing the same thing. From the top of that square, I'm going over the center line and drawing another line straight across. And that will be the bottom of my next square. As you can see, I went ahead and did the same thing. I drew another square. And you just repeat the process till you get all the way to the top of your nail. And okay, this was super easy. At least this part was super easy for me to do. And I feel like if you have the right utensils, you can get it done also. Okay, so lastly, I'm just filling in that last square, and I get off camera a little bit, but basically I'm just touching up any spaces that needed to be covered before I cure my gel paint. So I just want to make sure that there are no gaps and everything is nice and covered. Also, if you made any mistakes like I did, you can get a brush and some acetone and just wipe it and clean it up before you cure your design. Okay, so after curing, I'm just taking the same brush that I used earlier and I am dipping it in white gel polish. And I'm taking that white gel polish and running it down the center of my pinky, the center of my nail. And yeah, I felt like I liked it all black, but I wanted to add a little bit of white just to give it some contrast. And actually, out of all the nails, I feel like I messed up the easiest design, because in the end you'll see that this line specifically is thicker than my left hand, but I could have fixed it, but I just chose to leave it. And as you can see, I'm just taking my brush, dipping it in acetone, and just trying to clean up that white line and just make it as straight as possible before I cure it. Guys, something I realized while doing this, I accidentally used my acetone over the gel paint. So I don't do that because it'll wrinkle your gel polish. If you're just trying to clean up your white line, I suggest that you try to make it as straight as possible the first time you paint it on. And if you have to clean up your cuticle, by all means, that's fine. Just make sure you don't get acetone over that gel polish. Over the gel paint, because it'll make it really wrinkly and then it won't look good. And as you can see, it came out of the lamp really wrinkly, so I went ahead and did one more coat of the white polish over that white line, and basically that's why it came out way thicker than my other line. But if you guys just take my advice and don't use acetone over that black gel paint, you should be fine. Okay, for my next design, I'm taking a dotting tool and I'm using the larger side. I dip it in white and then I start placing dots on my nail, and I'm just doing that randomly. Alright, so after I cure it, I went in with a small brush and I'm just trying to add like little triangles to the side of the little dots, and basically the look is supposed to be eyeballs. So just try your best to create that sort of like football shape for the white of the eye. And I go off camera a little bit, but I see my hand shaking, and I remember like I was just trying to perfect the white of the eye, so I apologize for my hand shaking. But like I said, it's kind of difficult to draw with your left hand. But anyway, here I'm just going back with my black gel paint, and I'm doing the top of the eye, so basically just drawing a line across, and it reminds me of like an eyeliner look sort of, but I wish it'd be that easy to like just draw on eyeliner. But yeah, anyway, after that I went in with my white polish, and basically I'm trying to straighten that bottom of the eye. So some of it was a little shaky, as you saw, but I kind of made the lines pretty straight. I cured it, and then again I'm using my dotting tool, and I'm taking the black gel paint and just basically dotting the little eyeballs in the center of my eyes, and I went ahead and cured it. Okay, for the third design, I'm basically taking the same brush with some white polish, and I'm drawing these curved lines on the nail. And they're kind of all connected, but not really. You just draw lines on your nail, and it's a really super fun design. I actually got this inspiration from Sean Legend, and he's a really popular nail artist in LA. And he's done like Kylie's nails, Chloe, Christina Aguilera, Lala. So he's pretty talented. And he hand draws like all his designs, which I think is pretty cool. So you guys can check him out if you're looking for ideas or need some inspiration. Definitely look him up. So after curing my nail, I am just basically tracing that same line that I already drew, and I'm making it more pigmented and just trying to straighten the lines a bit more. Okay, for my fourth design, I am using a blue, pink, and yellow polish from Beetles Gel Polish. And again, I'm just using the same brush that I had before. I cleaned it up, and I'm taking my blue color first and just drawing a line down my nail. And I'm gonna repeat the same thing with the pink polish, just drawing a line across the nail right next to the blue polish, and I'm going over it twice. I'm gonna clean my brush and then pick up that yellow color from Beetles Gel Polish and do the same thing next to the pink color. As soon as I'm done with that, I'm taking my dotting tool and I'm using the smaller side to zigzag across all colors, and basically it's just blending the colors. If you look closely, well, I'll show you guys. It looks pretty cool like that. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and cure it. And once I'm done curing, I'm taking more of my black gel paint and I'm drawing a circle on my nail. Guys, drawing this circle was definitely a challenge. Again, it was pretty hard trying to get it to look the way I want it to because I am right-handed. So here I'm just trying to clean it up and make it super round, and also I'm going over it again, trying to make it look really pigmented before I cure it. And like I said, it's gonna be a smiley face, so I'm just cleaning it up, trying to perfect it. So next, I just took my yellow gel nail polish and I put a dot in the area of the circle, and I'm using my brush to just spread it around and cover it evenly. After curing it, I went ahead and used my dotting tool to add 2 little eyes and my brush to do a little smiley face. And here I'm just tracing the smile, and again making it super pigmented. I'm curing it and that part is done. Okay guys, so for the last design, I am basically just copying my thumb finger. Half of the nail is black and white and the other half I kept the color of my acrylic and some white. So I started off with the same gel paint from iGel Beauty, and I'm just drawing out that first black shape that I have on my other thumb. I'm outlining it and then filling it in. After filling it in, I just went ahead and cured it. I cleaned up my brush and I start to go in with my white gel polish. And as soon as that's done, I grab my white gel polish, I draw a line and fill it in. I just make sure that everything is really filled in and pigmented before I cure it. And actually, before I cured that part, I just went ahead and started drawing the bottom half of that left side. Again, I outlined first and then filled everything in. In this part right here, I had to be very careful not to mix the black and the white. Although my black is cured already, I just wanted to make sure that my lines were as precise as possible. Guys, remember, before you cure your polish, always clean up your cuticle line with a brush and acetone. So that's what you're watching me do right now. And then I went ahead and cured it, and I did one more coat of the white polish. And lastly, I'm just using my black gel paint one more time, and I am basically correcting any mistakes and making my lines super straight, curing it, and that's the end of that design. A lot of people don't like gel polish because you can feel the design over the nail even with just top coat on it. But I found that using rhinestone glue or crystal glue over the nail and then applying your top coat makes your nails super smooth, so you can't feel the design. It's a pretty cool trick. I don't know if other people do that, but I've learned or discovered that on my own. So Basically what I'm doing is applying the glue all over the nail, and before I cure my nail I apply my top coat, which is by iGel Beauty. So I'm just doing that right now, applying the glue all over the nail. And it's, once it hardens, it's a pretty thick layer, and that alone combined with the iGel top coat makes it super thick. Well, not super thick, but thick enough to the point that you can't feel any lumps or bumps on the design or on the nail. Okay, so here I am applying my top coat, and remember, I don't cure the glue just yet. I apply it and then I go over it with my top coat. So you just want to make sure that you get the whole nail, the sides and everything. And I really like using iGel Beauty's top coat. I think it's really good, and it keeps the shine of your nails for a long time, so I definitely recommend it. Okay, so lastly, I'm just curing my nails for 60 or 90 seconds, and then I apply my top coat, or not top coat, Jesus, my cuticle oil, and I'm rubbing that in my fingers really well. And that's basically it. My nails don't look exactly the same, but like I said, I was using my non-dominant hand, so I tried my best. But yeah, hopefully you guys learned some new designs. If not, you got some tips or a tip or something, or you just enjoyed watching. And if you did enjoy watching, please give my video a thumbs up and subscribe for more nail videos, whether it's on me or my clients. I appreciate your support, and see you guys later. Bye.